to 20 millimeters of ice accumulation as Mother Nature pelted down freezing rain for hours on Saturday.
So I've come down to my local beach. This is Provincial Park Mara, and it's actually the first time I've been down to this beach. But it looks pretty neat. But the reason why I came down here today is because we had a major ice storm, so everything, like absolutely everything, is coated in ice, and it just looks so cool. I wish we had a little bit more light so we could get the sparkle of the sunlight off the ice on the branches. That would be amazing, but you know, we don't. We have overcast skies, so we have this kind of moody feel today. So we're going to shoot the photos in a more moody sense. I came to this composition here where we have this tree kind of reaching over into the water, which I think is going to be really cool. So I've actually opted to do a wide shot first, and then I'll do probably a vertical composition closer to the tree to emphasize the ice on the tree. But I actually just really like the way that the sand has kind of been washed away here. We got this nice little curve that leads our eye towards the tree that's reaching over into the water. So I kind of want to take a couple shots of that first. Doing 1/80th of a second, f11, ISO 100. Gonna take a couple different shots. So I'm trying to take photos, like stacked multiple photos, because I like the way that this vertical composition looks, focusing on these rocks, and then your eye is looking out into the distance here where we have the tree reaching over. But we also have really nice green, it's like algae, but I don't know what it's called. I forget the name of it, but it's all sprinkled in the rocks here. So it gives it some really nice color, and it really breaks up the scene quite a bit. And I think that's really interesting. However, I'm having an issue with my camera right now where I take a photo and it's almost looks like it's one stop higher exposed than it should be. I'm underexposing it by a stop, and it looks fine on my LCD, but when I look at the photo, it's like a stop higher. And I've reset my camera, turn it back on, so I don't know why it's doing that, but I don't know if these photos are going to turn out exactly how I want them. So I'm going to take multiple different ones at multiple different exposures just to kind of combat why it's doing this. I've never had that happen before. Am I on the right setting? I'm on manual, ISO 250, f11, 1/250th, and it says it's underexposed by a stop. So everything's all good. Gonna take the photo, underexposed by basically one stop. Take the photo. Bam, brighter. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but it's definitely brighter. I'm going to underexpose a little bit because I don't want to lose detail in the trees up here. Really don't know why it's doing that, but here's the photo. Let me know if you guys like it. Yeah, I don't know exactly why this camera decided to act up like that, where it looked like it was shooting at a one stop higher than it should have been. This camera's also been giving me battery issues where it looks like it's off. Turn it on and off, nothing happens. I have to take the batteries out, put it back in, turn it back on, and then it works again. So I don't know if she's on her way out, you know? Like, it's like not seeming like the best situation for this camera as of lately. Maybe it's just a fluke. Maybe it doesn't like the cold, because I have taken this camera out in like -20 conditions, and that's usually when it starts to act up. But today it's not that cold. It's only like -2, so I don't know. We'll see. Just hopping in here. The video you were watching is from day 1 of the storm, where everything was beautiful, but day 2 of the storm is where it really got intense. And today, where I'm filming right now, is day 8 of being without power. This storm knocked so many trees down, over 2,000 poles down. Nowhere could you find a generator. All gas stations were closed. And I wanted to film the photos that I took the second day, but my vlogging camera died, so I couldn't really do anything with it. And the generator I was using to power my house also died. So my basement flooded, I had no power, we've been running the wood stove, I had to go ransack a frickin' abandoned barn for a bunch of old firewood. So we've been getting by, but it's just kind of an unprecedented event. But the photos that I took the second day, I just wanted to show you them. I'm sorry that there's no footage, no video behind them, but I still think that they're really cool photos. I also used some magnetic filters. I used a quarter mist filter. I'll link it below. That's an affiliate link. If you buy anything through that, I get a little kickback. But if you're interested in that quarter mist filter, where it adds a little bit of a glowy sort of ethereal look to it, you can check that out. But without further ado, here's a couple photos from day 2 of this insane ice storm. So that's it. I had to charge all of my stuff off a generator. My laptop won't charge off of that for whatever reason, maybe amperage. I had to take my laptop to a library and charge it there. So that's how I'm editing this video. But as of right now, still no power, 8 days in. Hopefully we get it back soon, but they're not saying we're gonna get it back until next week. So if the videos are a little bit sparse or, you know, anything like that, this is why. So, yeah. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe if you did enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.